Here we are, baby. Corn Crib Confessions. Hump Day. Hey, like always, old Justin Jasper, he's all time wanting to hear one. Karen Ellis over across the mountain. Hell, she gets bored sometimes. She'll hit me up wanting one. Hell, I got a friend request last week from a young lady. Got a bunch of mutual friends from down around Monroe, Good Hope Social Circle down around that way. Said she'd run across one of mine and watched several of them, and so she just sent me a request, and I accepted it. And she let me know, she said, whether I knowed it or not, there's a lot of folks out there, these things, they help. That's the reason I do them. It ain't to pat my damn self on the back, but no means. If it can help somebody, so be it. Y'all want these things, but y'all never tell me what the shit y'all want me to talk about. And y'all know I can ramble on about anything and everything. I was thinking about something. Hell, the last 10 years, I've stayed on the go. And we was always going south. It was always down to the Gulf, left and right, left and right. And it took me a while, and I'm slowly getting back into, doing what I like. Back down to the beach, regular. Back to seeing friends down in that part of the country. Spending time, back up in the mountains a lot more, riding around, out gallivanting. And yesterday on the way home, I stopped at the store and run into an old boy, and we got talking. Won't know what had been up to, how things was going, and just like that meme I posted this morning, it's took me a while to get back on my feet. I still ain't back on them 100%, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. And it'll get all back right one of these days. And he brought it up. He said, well, you just quit going out road tripping, didn't you? And I told him, yeah, I slowed up a good bit, but, shit's fixing to change. And, I'm fixing to make a run down to the Gulf here in the next day or two. And like always, when folks find out you get out and you go that much, like always, must be nice. I hear that all the damn time. Let me give you a little bit of advice as to what my daddy gave me when I was about 16, 17 years old. This is what Daddy said. Don't ever let your living get above a cotton miller's draw. Now, I know some of y'all ain't got a damn clue as to what I said and as to what I meant. Kind of like me and her watching a movie one night, 1922. Hell, if I hadn't been there, she wouldn't have had no damn clue what that damn farmer was saying. So let me interpret that for you. It don't so much apply in the same aspect as what Daddy said. But back when I was a teenager, you could always get a job at the cotton mill. And cotton mill was a living. You could always get a job turning logs or off burning at a sawmill. It was hard work, but it was a living. You could definitely always get a job at the dressing plant. It wasn't hard back when I was a teenager to get a job. Now those jobs, they wasn't nowhere close to being a high-paying job, but you could get one. And by draw, that's what Daddy called it. Got to go draw my pay. That means that, come Friday, they giving you a paycheck. And Daddy always said to base my life on as if I was working at a cotton mill, sawmill, or a dressing plant, because you could always get a job there. And that's what I've done for a good many years. I ain't one to really get on here and talk a lot about my love life or my finances. I ain't well off by no damn means, but I'm damn sure comfortable. I'll say that much. But I will say this. I've never, in my 49 years of living, I've never bought a new vehicle. The house I live in, Daddy built it back in the late 60s. And I've never had nothing new. Hell, about all my work shirts, second hand. I'll wear a pair of overalls out the nut sacks hanging out the stride. When it gets where I can't sew them up anymore, then I'll part with them after I strip them down for all their hardware. But with that being said, the last 10 years, I'm still living on the same amount of money I was bringing home 10 years ago. Do I make a lot more now than what I did 10 years ago? You dadgum straight a lot more money. But I guess being raised up mostly by Depression era grandparents, you see a lot of thriftiness that goes on. You get the most you can get out of something. You watch your dimes, you watch your nickels, you watch your pennies. And over the years, I've noticed a lot of folks get out here and they try to keep up with the Joneses. And I've noticed folks, even on my job, come out of the mills or come off a dead-end job and go to hauling feed, which we ain't getting rich, but we're took care of, and very well took care of. And a lot of times they'd come off a dead-end job and they'd getting a good paying job, a real good paying job for around here. And the next thing you know, there's new vehicles, new motorcycles, new four-wheelers, new boats, new campers, looking at a new house. And next thing you know, they're right back to where they was, living hand to mouth. That's how I afford to do what I do. Folks nowadays, the work ethic ain't what it was 10 years ago. It ain't what it was 20 years ago. It damn sure ain't what it was 30 years ago. I quit school when I turned 16, quit school on a Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I was pulling cable off a 225 timberjack skidding logs. And since I was 16 years old, I ain't going a day in my life without a job and don't intend to. But here's the thing. You see the post a lot on Facebook. You can make money every day, and that you can, but you need to put other things ahead of money. And I will agree to that to an extent. But here's the daggum bottom line to it. If you happy sitting at home and doing nothing else, that's all well and good. If you want to get out and see the world, you want to get out and travel to new destinations, you want to get out and enjoy a little bit more out of life, the majority of this country, to do that, you got to get off your damn ass and get to work. I work 5-6 days a week. Hell, I'd work 7 if the federal government would let me, but they don't cotton to that bullshit none too good. With that being said, I walked away from $100,000+ a year job with railroad, and I cut my pay in half to come back and haul feed at the time. And that was a sacrifice I made for my family. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices for your family. But the fact of the matter is, I'm all the time seeing, boy, I wish I could go to the beach, wish I could do that, wish I could do this. But then the weekend rolls around, they ain't saving their money. They're blowing what little bit they got left over. Some of you folks need to learn how to save. You need to quit throwing off on these people that are going all the time, because some of us don't like to hear it. Some of us put in a lot of long damn hours to get to afford what we do. And It really don't bother me. It gets on some people's nerves, but you know, hey, if you're gonna play, you're definitely gonna have to pay. But I got a saying that I love to use: tide nor time waits for no man, and that's the truth. And you know, the value of anything, it's worth the amount of your life that you put into it, regardless of what it is. And you know, think about that. Think about it long and hard. A buddy of mine up in Kentucky, we got in a discussion the other day, and if you're laying on your deathbed right now and the doctors come to you and said by the end of the day you're going to be passed on, what would you give to have one day in your life back? What's it worth? I'm asking you that question. What is it worth? Answer it to yourself. He asked me that, and I just flat out told him, I said, well, I said, I reckon to have a day back in my life, I said, I ain't got enough money. I said, no matter how much money I had, I said, I expect I couldn't afford it. Now think about that. I get down and out, y'all get down and out, and that's time wasted. And we each just got an allotted amount of time here in this old world. When it's over, it's over. It's took me a while to get back on my feet as to where I'm at, and I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm going to get there. Think about the nonsense, the bullshit that you deal with each and every day. When you get up in the morning, it's a constant struggle, a constant bitch, a constant gripe, and it's all you can do to make it to the end of the day, to come back home and hope, by gosh, you can go to bed and sleep a good 8 hours, sleep a good 8 hours to where you can get some peace in your mind. You know, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. If you got something holding you back, that you're struggling with, it's keeping you held down, let it go. Time ain't slowing up for us. Never has it, and never will. If you can be happy and content sitting at home working 40 hours a week, hey, do it. If you want to get out and see this world, you know, put a little effort into it. Learn to love your lot in life. Learn to love your job. If you don't love your job, go find one that you do love. But, you know, time's a precious thing, and we piss it away daily. You piss away a minute today, a couple of minutes tomorrow, and a few minutes a day after, you know, before you know it, you've got several hours built up. Then you got several days, a couple of weeks, you might have a few months. How precious would an extra month be added to your life? You're going to go when your time comes regardless. But hadn't you rather spend that month that you could have gained being happy, enjoying life? Or had you rather just keep wallowing around in your damn self-pity, wallowing around in the mess that's around you? Something to think about. Y'all want these corn crib confessions, y'all gonna have to tell me what in the world to talk about, or we'll just ramble on about bullshit. Hey, look, I'm here at the house. I gotta get in there and wash my buttocks, get all that done. I got some appointments to go see about, some banking to do, and a few other little old odds and ends. Go find me some oysters. Y'all have a good day. I love you, and I mean it. Yeah, baby!